Alright, so we are back for another video, guys, and today we have the new VK4, and this is maybe my third copy of this, and we're gonna try to compare it as well to the previous VK4 that we have unboxed, and also the OG VK4, which is one of my favorites in the budget range. And hopefully this is the new version, because I keep on getting different versions. And of course, the kicker here is how different will this be compared to the OG VK4. So actually recently, as I mentioned in my other videos, I don't recommend the VK4 anymore because the new version is not good for me. So this is hopefully the new version, and I tried to make sure that this is the one with the new connector. Hopefully this is the case here. We are going to find out together. So we're getting a maybe similar box here compared to what you're getting in the previous one. But actually looking at the portrait here on top, this is not the new connector. So hopefully I still got the new version, because again, you have some inconsistencies with the packaging sometimes, and also what you're getting actually in the box. Actually, I was expecting that the new VK4 will have similarities to the tuning of the AK6 Pro. So that is actually maybe the 2020 tuning of, or 2021 tuning of Chi-Fi's. So if you want fun in the sound, that is usually the tuning that they are going for, and this is going to be your unboxing experience, of course. So again, I'm getting the purple color here and opening it up, and hopefully this is the new connector, guys. We are gonna try to find out together. Opening it up, and we're getting the cable as well. So I tried to look for the image as well. So yeah, from the reviews, it seems to be the new cable. Hopefully this is the case here, and indeed we are getting the new cable. So finally we have hopefully the new 2.0 VK4. If there are other varitions of this, do let me know down in the comments below, because there seems to be several variations. It seems to be we have similarities with the look here. You're getting that purple blue design. Actually, I do like the look of this overall, because it's similar to the color of my channel. So definitely a bit different compared to the OG VK4 with that connector. But yeah, we're not here for the looks here. We're here for the sound. So I'm gonna try to do some measurements, and we're gonna try to listen to it and give you my thoughts on the overall listen. So we now did some measurements on the new VK4, and frankly speaking, compared to the previous one that I unboxed, the 1.5 version, it seems to be a bit better in the tuning, but definitely this is not the OG VK4. This is still inferior to the OG VK4. So actually the tuning here reminds me of maybe the TRN MT1s of the world. So it's a more of a bright hue type of shape to the ear now. So very maybe KZ TRN kind of style of tuning. So maybe it reminds me of the EDX Pro kind of tuning here, but this is less bassy compared to the EDX Pro. Maybe yeah, the TRN MT1s is the closest that I can think of. Maybe also the CSNs, that kind of tuning, but the mids here is more recessed than the CSNs. So yeah, in terms of the tuning, definitely again disappointing here. This is different compared to the OG VK4. So different kind of tuning here. You have a balanced VK4, you have a bassy VK4, you also have a bright VK4. So you might be surprised that sometimes if you buy a VK4, it might be really bassy. Sometimes it might be bright, sometimes it might be balanced. So yeah, that inconsistency is definitely not good for me, but let's try to listen to some tunes. And we are going to use the Cavalli Tube Hybrid with a Grace S stack for our listen today. Let's try some Let's Groove by Earth, Wind & Fire. So from the get-go, this is definitely more bright compared to what you're getting with the older VK4, because this has more 12K in the mix, more extension in the 10K range in the air frequencies. You're getting brighter presentation here. It's also more lively, more musical compared to what you're getting with the OG VK4. Definitely this is less bassy compared to the 1.5. So this has more shine, more clarity on top. So this is more for clarity focused VK4 now. So yeah, maybe the sound here reminds me a lot of the TRN MT1s here. So it's in the smoother side of presentation as well. So very dynamic driver type of presentation. But maybe compared to the TRN MT1s, maybe the stage is a touch bigger here. Yeah, maybe also the AK6 Pro reminds me of the sound here, but this is less bassy compared to the AK6 Pro. So frankly speaking, this is definitely better compared to the 1.5. This is actually not bad. If you buy this and if you listen to this, I'm pretty sure some people will be happy with the sound here. But again, this is not your OG VK4. The OG is still better compared to what you're getting with this. So the OG VK4 is still a more enthusiast, kind of listen for me to the ear over what you're getting with the 2.0s. Looking at the bass region, you're getting a touch of mid-bass elevation. There's actually a bit of boom as well to the bass. So much like the AK6 Pro, you're getting maybe some fun in the overall presentation of the bass here. It has some weight there. It's still lacking a bit of definition for me in the presentation. If you're looking for fun, this might be good. But if you're looking for more enthusiast kind of bass, this is not the bass that you're looking for. So going to the vocals, actually it's quite clear for me in the mix. It's quite revealing for me in the mix. It's more of a bright vocal presentation. And yeah, quite clear for me in the mix actually. So not bad in the overall presentation here compared to the 1.5. The 1.5 is just muffled all around. This is more clear for me in the overall presentation. Let's try some That's What I Like by Bruno Mars. Vocal positioning is definitely recessed in the mix. This is a U type of shape to the ear. So more so compared to what I like here. But the presentation, the smoothness is not that bad. It's not thin to listen to. But definitely, yes, this is not your, vocal-centric kind of IM. This is still, recessed in the mix. And that's still, quite small for me in the overall presentation in the mix here. Having that, recessed vocal presentation, the vocal presentation is not that front and center in the mix. But yeah, compared to maybe the 1.5 VK4, this is definitely better in presentation. But again, this doesn't, match up to the OG VK4. The vocal positioning in the OG VK4 will be better. And also, I'm encountering a bit of hotness for me in the vocal region as well. So it's that, more revealing compared to the OG VK4. The OG VK4 is tamed in the vocal region. So having that double horns at the top, having that 5K horn, having that 11K horn as well, so you're getting a lot of air frequencies there, but sometimes it can introduce some hotness in the overall presentation. So for a long listening session, we might have a bit of fatigue when listening to this. So going to the top end here, so you're getting a dynamic driver, double horns at the top, typical presentation here. But as you guys can see, the 12K is a bit more recessed than your 5K region here. So not quite KZ, but very similar to a KZ type of sound here. So again, energetic top end. You're getting a lot of energy there. You're getting that extension there, that clarity on top. So for guitar tracks, this will resolve for you the guitars nicely with nice energy here. The cymbals as well will have good energy on top. You have still thinness on the cymbals here. So being a dynamic driver presentation, you're getting a bit better body compared to what you're getting with the BA presentations, but still having these double horns at the top. It has a bit of thinness there. Actually, going to the sound stage, this is definitely bigger compared to the 1.5. Going to separation, very similar in the overall presentation here. If not, the OG VK4 might have a bit better separation there, but they're really close in the overall presentation. Right, next, let's check out the physical differences compared to the OG 1.5 and the 2.0. So if you get your VK4, you kind of know what you are looking for. So first, the new version, the 2.0, has the new KZ type of connectors. It's the more stable connector. So that is the one major giveaway if you have the 2.0 version. As you guys can see as well, the 1.5 version is still using the old connector. So actually the 1.5 and also the OG VK4 is very similar in the overall look. So differentiating the 2.0 from the 1.5 and the OG is easy, but the 1.5 and the OG is harder to differentiate. So you need to listen to the VK4 for you to be able to know what version you have. So the 1.5 is definitely gonna be more basic to listen to. The OG is gonna be more balanced to listen to. But these are the physical difference between the VK4. So let us try to compare the signatures compared to the 1.5 and also the OG VK4. Alright, so compared to the 1.5 version, as you guys can see, the 1.5 is all about the bass here. So the bass is maybe 10 dB more elevated in the mix, and the top end as well. It doesn't have that 5K peak on top. It also doesn't have that 12K extension on top. It's all about the bass here. So the 1.5 version is definitely more muffled to listen to, more muddy to listen to. Comparing this to the 2.0 version is going to be better compared to what you're getting with the 1.5. So if you don't have a choice of getting a new VK4, the 2.0 version will be a bit better for you in that regard. Alright, next, comparing it to the OG VK4. So as you guys can see, the OG VK4 has more tamed top end, is more balanced in terms of the overall presentation. You're getting less mid-bass as well, so yeah, less boom in the bass, bit more tight, bass presentation. And also in the top end as well, less 5K peak there, less 12K peak. So we're getting more tamed up top end in the OG VK4 here. So the OG VK4, the tuning here, can rival more expensive pairs. So getting this for the budget range before is really, really nice here. But again, you're getting different tunings here overall, different sound to the ear. So if you listen to the side by side, you can definitely feel the difference here on the ear. This is again already a new IEM for me altogether. So while the 2.0 version is better compared to the 1.5 here, it's still not better compared to the OG VK4. So this is the 2.0 VK4 compared to the TR and MT1. As you guys can see, they have a lot of similarities in the graph. So both of them have that double horns at the top, and both of them have that similarities in the bass response here. So if not, maybe the TR and MT1 still has more of a clarity focused presentation, more so compared to the 2.0 VK4. You're getting more brightness on top, more clarity on top in the MT1s. So the MT1s will have a bit, less bass in the mix for me, and more top end as well. So the MT1s might still be a bit more lively to listen to over what you are getting with the new VK4s here. But again, they're really similar in the overall presentation. So maybe they're aiming for the MT1 because the MT1 is one of the most popular budget IEMs around. So they might be looking for similarities in the sounds. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, this is the closest tuning that I can think of compared to what you're getting with the new VK4. So this is the new VK4 compared to the AK6 Pro, and as you guys can see, the AK6 Pro definitely has a lot more bass in the bottom. So the bass is maybe 15 dB more elevated in the AK6 Pro. So again, for bass heads, you will like the AK6 Pro over what you're getting with the VK4. And as you guys can see in the top end as well, you're getting very similar 5K and 10K in the mix. Actually, the 5K and 10K is even more close compared to what you're getting with the TR and MT1s. So again, if you like bass, AK6 Pro. If you like more clarity, the new QKZ VK4 2.0 might be your pick. Alright, so let's try to close this thing. So for the new VK4, so what are my thoughts in this? So for me, the OG VK4 is still better in the overall tuning. However, to be fair, this is already better compared to what you're getting with the VK4 1.5 version, where it's all about the bass. And to be fair, again, this is not a bad sounding IEM for me by any means. It's kind of a TR and MT1 sound to the ear. So some people will buy this and will be perfectly okay with the overall sound. So just take note that you are not buying the OG VK4 anymore. So if you're okay with having a fun sound, having that clarity, TR and MT1 kind of sound to the ear, this still might be an okay purchase for you. But again, it's still quite disappointing for me that we're not getting the OG VK4 tuning anymore with the new batches of VK4. I wish they can still sell that in the future, because I do love that. And we still need that VK4 in the budget range for a lot of people. It's a nice entry point, and I do think that the OG VK4, it should be in every collector's kit. This is an okay pick, but not in the same league as the OG VK4. So actually for me, hopefully QKZ can still figure out how to re-release the OG VK4. So still fingers crossed for 2022. Hopefully they can come back to that. But of course, that's my video for today. Of course, if you learned something, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. So maybe we're gonna have a sound test of this, maybe with other QKZs, AK6 Pro, the original AK6, the VK4 2.0, VK4 1.5, and the OG VK4, for you to be able to figure out what's the difference there. But of course, if that's something that you like, let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next zpolt review. Goodbye.